From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second down, here's Hurts. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Down inside the 40. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium.
Rita. Bama.
Throwing, Jones. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Go, dog. Don Capers. Great.
Now Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Second and 10.
Triple right, Pacino. Timberland.
To throw again, Jones. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A 25-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now with a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kayvon Thibodeau. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken it around the 40. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Other side.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one.
They started this drive with terrific perfect field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce. Will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Daniel Jones scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Henry with a run on first down, but he's not going anywhere as they'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Great.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA's. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Timberland.
Jones Operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Nolan Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run. It's Henry. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Hey, why shift, Mac? Out. Over here, over here.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. He gets away from one. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Giants had 14-2 heading into this final week. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Hodgins in motion.
Great. Triple right, Pacino. Triple right.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Go North Copper.
Give to Pierce now on the option. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Another carry for Pierce. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Damian Pierce, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll run forward with Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They go play action with Hurts. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up the 3-yard gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Detroit Johnson, Detroit Johnson. Timberland.
Now Jones on 3rd down. That is caught past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Apple.
Throwing again. Jones. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
In motion, Slayton.
Bama.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Looking
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Second and 1 now from the 21.
Other side, other side.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Jalen Howard with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That ball caught by Slayton. He got 29 yards that time.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Jones on 1st and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Detroit Johnson, Detroit Johnson. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland.
Back to throw. Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
South salad, South salad, South salad. Rita, 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 Rita.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Great, 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 great.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants! Damian Pierce. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, Hurts. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
63.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This offense so far on third down, a pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Great. Crowd left Yeti. Tiger Hornet.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Hurts. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
Yellow, Lonnie.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got room. There he goes again. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 16-yard line. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the